Hello, security you, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. In the previous episode, we explored a little bit more of Mabe Village. We got the Yoshi doll, which we were able to trade up to some bananas. We got some heart containers and things like that, and in general just had a pretty fun time all around. We also got our picture taken after we got beaten up. That's usually not the order of things we want to happen. But anyway, now it's time for us to finally continue on with the story. Huh? A keyhole here. It says slime keyhole. I'm just imagining like a key, it's all slimy and stuff. Ugh. And the texture on your finger is all it feels so gross. Richard's Villa. Froggies! Froggy, where are you? Let's throw a jar at you. That one frog in the corner. He just looks happy to be there. Salutations. You wouldn't know by the look of me, but I used to live in the castle. My servants went berserk, and I was forced to flee my villa. So you want the key to Ukuku Prairie, do you? I may be able to help you. Let's make a deal, shall we? I want you to retrieve the golden leaf I left behind in the castle when I fled. No. Well, I never. I thought you looked cowardly, but please leave me. Just get out of here. Alright, fine, we'll help you. I am impressed. There are 5 leaves in total. Remember to buy a shovel on your way back. Yep, that's our hint that we're gonna need a shovel before we go too much further. And we don't actually need them to get to the leaves, but it might be a good idea to get one before we go too much further into the world. Kenilworth Castle, 10 min. What is that, like, what min? 10 minutes? It does not take 10 minutes to get over there. What are they using to measure that? That's just bothered me forever, because, like, I don't know, maybe in the world, it takes 10 minutes to walk over there, but, like, I'm timing it right now. It's, like, 6 minutes into this recording session, almost to the exact second thingy. It's not gonna take us 10 minutes to get over there. I don't know what they're using. Kenilworth Castle, 5 minutes. What is that measurement they are using?
Bring, bring, old man Rira here. Do you like bananas? Try talking to people in the village again. Bye!
Well, thankfully we do have our bananas. This date is bananas BLW342. Hi, Link. You know I love to take pictures. Wouldn't this old castle make a great photo? Nothing yet? I grow tired of waiting. I want those golden leaves delivered soon. Courage like this deserves a photo, don't you think? Go ahead and take a picture of me, any angle you like. I'm not afraid, I just decided to wait at home. The way he rocks out is really funny. This picture is one that I always forget about whenever I replay through this game. This is, I believe, is also the only one that's permanently missable. There's something that'll be coming up pretty soon that'll make it so that if we don't get it before then, we'll miss it forever. Not the most ideal situation in the world. Hooray for fancy editing magic! So, one really cool detail that I want to demonstrate is what happens if you still have Bow Wow with you when you try to go into the castle. So we head off over in this direction. We can see the monkey.
Alright, Matt, let's battle!
Bow Wow and the monkey will fight each other. I didn't know this for the longest time, and when I found out about it, I posted a video about it on my channel immediately afterwards. I went so many playthroughs never realizing this was a thing. So, what happened was that I was curious to see what exactly would happen if you, like, how far into the game you can bring Bow Wow with you. This is the furthest that you can bring Bow Wow, unfortunately. But man, it's such a cool detail. But now that Bow Wow is gone, let's go this way instead. Whee! We're going south, bitches! Anyway. Yeah, I want to go over here real quick before we do anything else, because I'd like to demonstrate this before we move on too much further. You got a piece of power. You can feel the energy flowing through you. The dark side of the Force. Seashell Mansion. We get a Twizzler! You found a secret seashell. You've collected a lot of these. Something good is bound to happen. As we go across the game, and we're collecting more secret seashells, we go back to the mansion and we'll get more rewards. So that's pretty fun. This spot over here, something pretty funny that I discovered. You can use your sword to destroy those energy blasts from those, whatever those guys, I think they're Zoras. You can destroy the evil bubbles from the Zoras with your sword. I never knew that. Like, I was using a spin attack to cut the grass, and then I saw that it destroyed the bubble, and I was like, wait, hold on, that's a thing? Give the kimchi! Monkeys! They're just so cute! I love the monkeys in this game! And we found a stick! You found a stick a monkey left behind. You take it. Flashbacks to the Breath of the Wild Let's Play when we found our first stick. Somebody at work found my videos a long time ago, and they were quoting that to me all the time while they still worked there. They didn't work there very long, but that's still pretty amusing.
Yeah, it's Alrira. You haven't found the 5 golden leaves? Try bombing suspicious places. Hope that helps. Bye.
This looks suspicious. Oh no, I can't swim! And just like a Link to the Past, we cut the grass, and we can go into the secret tunnel. Oh my god, I'm just realizing. This torch right here, it's a very different black than the background. I never noticed that before because I always played this game on a smaller screen. That's something I won't be able to ever unsee now. Oh no, that's ruined for me forever. But anyway, now we're on a mission to find the 5 golden leaves. Again, today I will go soaring through the sky. My enemies I'll dish them up in a stir fry. Grace is goddess of the light. Watch us from up above. At dinner time I always show the cook some love. We defeat that guy way faster than I usually do. I'm kind of impressed by that. Not to flex my gamer skills or anything like that, but that went pretty smoothly. Wait, hold on. Wait. Oh. They kept going back and forth for a bit. I wanted to see how far we can make that happen. Oh well. It is quite tragic indeed. If you're going to go down here, this is where the gate was before. It is a Game Boy game, so the perspective is a little weird, but yeah, that's a gate. When I was younger, I thought it was a bridge. I'm gonna poke you to death. How do you feel about that? What are you gonna do about it, you punk? Now, take a look at these 2 guys. Which one do you think has the leaf? Probably the big guy with the sword, right? Nope, he doesn't. It's the bird. The bird has the leaf. I don't know why, but I always thought that was really funny. You found a gold leaf. Press start to see how many you've collected. 2 down, 3 more to go. And as we explore this castle, let's talk about Prince Richard for a moment, because he's a bit of an obscure Nintendo reference. He comes from the game Karu no Tami Nikani wa Naru. I greatly apologize if I mispronounced that name. This roughly translates to the frog for whom the bell tolls. This is a Japan-only Game Boy game that kind of acted as a bit of a predecessor to Link's Awakening. Both games are made off the same engine, both games feature a top-down overworld and 2D dungeon exploration. The big difference though is that in terms of combat, the frog for whom the bell tolls has like an automatic combat system, whereas Link's Awakening is a bit more like a traditional Zelda game. Huh? It sounds like the castle gate opened. You can easily leave the castle now. And that's the point where that picture disappears forever. If you don't have it by the time you get that switch, then it's gone forever. It's really unfortunate that this game's never been released outside Japan, not even on Virtual Console or NSL, but it has been referenced in Super Smash Bros. The Princess Sable has appeared as an assist trophy. You found a gold leaf. Press start to see how many you've collected. The one that we got before this, the one where you defeat all those enemies in that one room, that's usually the one that I forget about whenever I go through this area. Game Boy perspective, Game Boy perspective. Whatever are we going to do? Is it under this one? No. Is the button under this one? No. Is the button under this one? No. Ooh, there were bombs. Is the button under this one? No, it's not. Oh no. What? Oh, what are we gonna do? Ah, there's no button anywhere. Oh, I'm so scared. Die, door! Yay, it worked! Yeah, just throw the door. Just throw the jar to the door. Now, I'm weird. I always want to break all the jars before I throw it into the door, and I know that wastes a lot of time. It's just something that I've always liked to do. Alright, spin attack, go into the corner, and then you can get out of the way. It's pretty easy. Oh my goodness! We're gonna fall out as soon as I press the button. At last, you've gotten the final gold leaf. Now go and see where... hold on. I'm gonna go around this for a little bit. I want to see if we can be a bit more towards the pit when we pick that up. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Come on. No. Come on. I want it to be funny. I want it to be funny. Okay, maybe we could try jumping. Jump! You got the final golden leaf. Now you can go and see Richard about that key. He just falls immediately. Oh, that's funny. That is so funny. Oh man. Okay. Now I'm getting amused because the ruby count right now is 101. And the code that we have at work for whenever there's a thunderstorm in the area is 101, so that's just something I'm kind of fixating on right now. The gate is open! Tell the guards to open up the gates! This is a huge gap. Let's try jumping over. Nope, it didn't work. I give up. Yeah, we won't be able to take care of that for a very long time. So, honestly, don't bother trying right now. You're not going to be able to get there for a while. But remember it for later. It's not super important, but still, remember it for later. Might be a fun little detail. And back over towards Richard's villa. Ah, try beyond. I see you have recovered all the leaves. Now, move this box and you will find your reward. We'll do that in a moment, but first, I'm just gonna take a little stretch. Yeah, maybe drink a little bit of water, and just wait around for a few minutes because something interesting might happen in here if we wait. Totaka's song is a beloved staple within Nintendo history. The composer for this game has a bit of a habit of hiding that simple song in all the games he's worked on. This one is my favorite of all the ones he's hidden. It's just such a fun one. It's just so cute, and the 8-bit charm is just really endearing for this particular version of the song. You found a secret seashell. If you collected a lot of these, something good is bound to happen. Alright, I'm gonna fall down the hole so that we don't hear the beeping all day. Let's move onwards, and now we're inside one more screen before we go to the thing that I thought we were going to go to. There we go. Now we're inside a grassy field. Oh no, I'm scared of grass. It's my mortal nemesis. It's not that bad. I just always remember this area taking a really long time to go through when I was a kid because I couldn't remember exactly where all the pits were. So, yeah, this area, it took me a little while longer than I care to admit for me to get through. But if you go like that, it should be okay. I like how we saved ourselves from the one pit, but then ended up falling in the other one anyway. There we go, we did it! We did it! Yay! In soil sleep secrets beneath your souls. I don't have a soul! I'm not pressing the button! Okay, there we go. Alright. We have the shovel. That's the reason why Richard wanted us to grab one before we come into this place. Because it's beneath the soles of our feet. Yay! So, puzzle solving with puns. Why was that so hard for me to say? You've got the slime key. Now we can open the gate in Ukuku Prairie. If you don't care too much about taking damage or anything like that, you can also just go like this. You take a little bit of damage, but you should, in theory, be okay. If Bow Wow was still following us, Richard would say this. Really, I must insist that you not bring that awful beast in here. Leave that creature outside and then we can talk. Goodbye. And now that we have the super shiny key of awesomeness, we can head over here. And just like I was saying earlier, I'm imagining that key is super slimy. Now I'm imagining it being covered in dirt as well. I don't like that key. I have sensory issues and I'm picturing it and I'm imagining it all over my hands. Ew. Alright, let's move onwards. Let's head around here. No, we unfortunately can't swim, so we're gonna have to do the jumping route. Which honestly, it feels like jumping over these would take a lot more energy than just swimming across, but I don't know. Maybe Link never learned how to swim. Level 3, Key Cavern. Thank you all for watching this episode of Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. In the next time, we're going to explore the next dungeon. And yes, I know that wasn't grammatically correct, but I'm not great at grammar, alright? Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and next time, leave Gator to you. Oh yeah.